Hi everyone! Welcome to Soup Cup Recipes. I have made an oyster sauce lo mein not so long ago. Even though it was a basic flavor, I got so many compliments on it. Today, we're gonna upgrade that recipe into beef lo mein. It's also easy and quick. Let's get started. I am using a piece of beef chuck meat. It is one of those more affordable cuts. Besides that, you can also use flank, ribeye, sirloin steak, cut into a few manageable pieces. Find the direction of the muscle grains, then slice across the grains rather than parallel with them. I am using 300 grams of beef because I'm only serving 2 people. If you're cooking for a big family, you can double or triple the recipe. You want to cut it into 1/8 of an inch thick slices. Marinate it with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda to tenderize the meat. If you are using a better cut such as ribeye, sirloin steak, you do not need the baking soda. 1/2 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine, 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch, some freshly ground black pepper to taste. Mix everything well. Make sure to rub the meat so the seasonings can get in between every piece of the beef. Cover it, let it sit for 20 minutes. Bring a pot of water to a boil. I am cooking 2 portions of fresh egg noodles, 300 grams in total. They are homemade and I do have a recipe for it. You can check the link in the description. If you're using a different type of noodles, you have to follow the cooking instructions on the package. Fresh noodles cook really fast. This will only take a couple of minutes. That should be plenty of time for you to cook the beef. I got many people asking me, why is my food sticking to my carbon steel wok? Well, you need to learn how to control the wok heat correctly. First, turn the heat to maximum and heat the wok until it's smoking hot. Then add some oil. Be generous with the oil amount for this recipe because you want enough oil to coat the noodles so they don't stick together while serving. Give it a toss to let the oil create a light, non-stick surface on the bottom. Wait for the oil to be smoking as well. That means the wok is hot enough for you to add the marinated beef. Stir and cook. See? It doesn't stick to the pan at all. That is how you control the wok heat. We call it 掌握火候 in Chinese. Another great benefit of using a carbon steel wok is that the meat will come out extra tender and juicy. Because the wok is super hot, so the beef can be seared immediately when it hits the pan. If you don't have a wok yet, consider buying one. It is the must-have cookware for Chinese cuisine. I will put a link to my favorite wok in the description. This is a product that I started selling about a year ago. If you want to help to support my channel, purchasing a wok is a way to do that. When the beef is halfway cooked, you should still be able to see some pink color here and there. Add a bunch of sliced onion. Stir for another 15 seconds. By now, the noodles should be ready. Quickly take them out. Shake off the excess water. Throw a bunch of scallion into the wok along with the cooked noodles. Turn off the heat. It is important. I will explain why later. Add 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. I will suggest you to use a better quality oyster sauce since it is the key flavor. This is what I'm using. It is Lee Kum Kee Premium Oyster Sauce, which is made with real oysters. The buying link is in the description. You can go check it out. Last, 1.5 teaspoons of dark soy sauce. This is for the color. Start mixing it. I turned off the heat right after I add the noodles. It's because we are making lo mein. All you need to do is to stir and mix. If you keep the heat on, then you are making chow mein, which means stir-fry noodles. That is the difference between lo mein and chow mein. Also, turning off the heat is beginner friendly because noodles are very starchy. If you keep the heat on, it will likely stick to the bottom. Well, another tip of controlling the wok heat when using a carbon steel wok. You can add some toasted sesame oil at the end if you like. I didn't because I used peanut oil when cooking the beef. You want to give it a taste to adjust the flavor before serving because every brand of soy sauce and oyster sauce have a different level of sodium. I made this many times, so I know the flavor is good. That's it. You are done. This tastes amazing. The beef is so tender and velvety. The noodles are flavorful. It got lots of umami taste from the oyster sauce. Most importantly, the ingredients are simple and easy to prepare. You can also use chicken, pork, or shrimp instead of beef and create your own variations of lo mein. I hope you give this a try soon. If you did, leave me a comment and let me know how it goes. As always, you can click the link in the description and find the printable recipe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!